All right. All right. Well, let's just watch the credits clip. Yeah, there is.
Ready?
I think the web shooters are a little tight.
Get used to it. Just try to keep up.
All right. There we go. XVI. Morning, Angel.
The stew's awfully thin.
To the Mother Crystal. All right.
These days.
No answer. Okay, just try again every once in a while. Sure you'll get through eventually. Where's a closer one? Oh, that is quite the view. Okay.
Come on.
This looks big. Huge, huge area.
This won't be easy.
It's this little town.
Back to the stables go.
Whoops, wrong button. So,
You're finished. Get him.
and three, there it is. And they're all dead. I will do this just to help build the gauge. Oh, let me see if I have enough points yet. Because that was the issue I was having, not enough AP.
This way. Enough.
I think I'm getting close. 2390, I need 200 more. Need gouge. I need that as well. There we go. Rebirth Flames upgraded, finally. Up 9,000, no.
Let's go. Run like the wind. Does it bother you that we haven't heard a single human sound?
Everything about this place bothers me.
So. Oh, there's another fast travel crystal. Obelisk, what they're called.
The calm before the storm.
There's only one way into that city. Across the bridge. Through the main gate.
Oh,
Right into the midst of whatever is left of the Lake King's army. Are you ready for this?
What's purple?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Oh, yes. It is. Still haven't gone to here, which is where that weird crystalline formation I spotted seems to be. A very early game.
What the hell happened here?
I dare not think. A stroke of good fortune, perhaps?
I hope you're right.
So do I.
Of madness. Alright. Try and doing the It's off. Doing the final mother crystal. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's... Banks are one of those things that's... You just don't think about updating your address when you move.
Too slow.
Very, very old. Oh, okay. Yeah, obviously we can't really put which one it is in the chat, but yeah, maybe you can tell me after stream if we think about it. Not terribly important, but a little bit curious. Okay. That works. Oh, okay, that old. Have you updated that? Is that something you can do in the app? Oh boy!
That's a behemoth.
Who would be mad enough to tame such a beast?
I would, that I could. Oh,
Stand back.
God, one of those! Oh, is that the behemoth casting meteor? That's probably what it is.
Get up. Here it comes.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Comment. Oh shit, my health already! Holy fuck!
Over here! Get him!
Got him.
Get him! This one!
Missed the stagger for the Zontet skin. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. What do we do?
No! Stand back! I'll conjure a ward.
Joshua! Desperate times.
Right.
Trust me. When your shield, remember?
Okay, this is pretty freaking cool. We may... I wonder if we need to go full kaiju to beat the beast.
This might be a job for a freak!
And why would you turn to him, brother? When we fight together.
Yeah, hang on, I can try to do that. Might be a little bit of an epilepsy warning for that segment. I couldn't really give you that in advance, because I don't know, this is a blind playthrough.
That wasn't too bad.
That was just the beginning.
Oh yeah! Oh, what the fuck? Damn it!
That's better.
God damn, the skill sucks. Ah! Fine, elixir it is. Didn't hit? God damn it! Ah!
Over here! Over here!
Forgive me.
Damn. Right. We try. his hind leg like he was gonna pee on me. Grab him.
All yours, Torgal.
Ow, frick.
Let's try.
This
Come on. Not in a position to stop right there.
get him. Over here. Get him.
Ow. Fuck. Whoa!
Get him.
Ow. This guy does so much damage.
Sick him. Attack. Get him. Local. This one. Let's try. Get him. Yours, Torgal.
hellfire is empty, but he's... Oh, okay.
Over here!
Yes. Oh boy. Extinction. Oh, good.
Get him!
Ooh. With Shackle. While it certainly hasn't stopped kings and emperors throughout history from trying, every attempt to tame behemoths has invariably ended in tragic failure. Or rather, it had, until the kingdom of Walud discovered a means to influence the beast's primitive mind in the form of an enchanted shackle that presumably works similar to crystal fetters, but without impeding ethereal channeling. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, that confused. But can he do? Can they just do the same quote at Newmarket? Because if that's where we gotta go, it's where we gotta go. I'll just train in. It's no big deal.
Quickly, before we're cut off for good.
That was kind of an important question.
If it is like the others, the entrance to the inner sanctum will be at the foot of the crystal. We're almost there.
Over here!
Of course we win this approach. Why would it be that easy? It's not like it was hard, mind.
How do we get through that?
This gate here is open.
Okay, that attack's actually really cool against the group. Holy shit. Closer, birdies. Closer, everyone. Level up. 45. We're getting pretty close to max level now. I did confirm with our neighbor who has beaten the game. Level 50 is the level cap for the new game. New Game Plus raises it to 100. It also raises the level of a lot of enemies. Ah, come on! That is so slow!
Not what I was expecting.
That's...
Nice try.
Over here! It's
Nice try.
Hang on. Still... Yeah. Alright, back to the game.
Once we step onto that bridge, we'll be easy targets.
Then we better move quickly. More of Ultima's tools. Come on then. What are you waiting for?
Ah, damn it! Now I'm trapped. There we go, that's what I needed.
All yours, Torgal.
Yeah, that may be easier. He's dead.
Through the castle, then.
I don't see any other way.
Because it's on... Yeah, it's already loaded, so... Yeah. Timing, guys, jeez. I figured that wouldn't be the only lot. But I'm like way over leveled, so it's fine.
Get him.
Oh, good, an Akashic Pearl.
Ultima's corruption knows no bounds. We cannot allow it to spread any further.
We won't.
This one.
Ah, shit.
Too slow. Get him.
Okay. Hang on, hang on. Ah. Let's parry that. Stagger. Sunset scan.
Get him. Go, Corporal.
Hello, treasure. Eh? They black. Oh, beautiful, thank you. Excellent. So that's perfect. Oh, okay. Cool. Oh, that's exactly what we need then. Ah, I wasn't close enough. I'm absolutely crushing these clones.
All yours, Torgal.
I love when you kill a huge number of enemies like that and the items they leave behind all come rushing towards you. That's satisfying.
Let's hope this works.
Oh, good. Guys?
Clive,
Of course there's more. There's always fucking more.
Over here. This one. Now, Torgal.
I don't think that the Judgment Bolt AoEs at all.
Get him.
Ah, damn it. All yours, Torgal. He's dead. More enemies, though. Okay.
so I should let the garden fall to you?
Alright, come on.
You should.
Group
Save
up.
your strength for the Mother Crystal.
It's over. This one.
Almost as a lead to grow so big.
Oh, jeez, okay.
To know.
Damn, I'm gonna miss, aren't I? Yep.
Too slow.
Alright, build a bit up with that. We're done? Ow.
Over here!
Nice try.
Oh shit! Boy.
Too slow.
Get him!
Nice try.
Kill!
Huge damage. Ah! Oh!
Nice try.
Look out, Torgal! Over here! Over here! Kill!
And he's dead. Whew. So many more coming though.
There's no end to them. The whole bloody army's here.
All Akashic.
Stand back, Joshua. I'm summoning Ifrit.
Stop, Clive. You mustn't. We still have a long way to go. If you tap your strength here, you'll have none left to destroy the heart.
Then you'd rather die?
It's the Enterprise! That's right, isn't it? Yay, the Enterprise, I was right. Jill!
Jill.
And Dion!
She's not alone.
Dion's got this easy. He's so powerful.
Surprised to see us.
How did you?
Gav. He told us exactly where you'd be. Even sniffed out a crack in the castle wall. And when we saw the heavens come crashing down, we had no choice but to believe him.
Gav's
It's been
awesome.
quite a day.
To what do we owe this honor?
A debt I would see repaid.
Prince Dion. It's good to see you well.
So, this must be Ifrit.
Yeah, and
uncle.
Odin, and
Listen to your
Garuda,
heart.
and Ramu.
Guide your steel true. Your father would expect no less. That is all.
Thank you.
For everything, Your Highness.
Dion, please.
You do realize the only thing we've freed so far is this wall from its foundations, right? Now, if your lord and ladyship's quite finished.
Well said, Gav. We have work to do.
That we do. Have a crystal to dismantle. Hello. We're good.
Don't suppose there's how I can say to make you change your mind. So I'll just tell you to stay safe. None won't take kindly to losing the best customer, especially after letting us carry all this stuff all the way to Ash.
And we wouldn't want to anger old Nan.
You mean you'll buy some off us? Let me show you me wares.
That's a pretty strong weapon. Let's see if it can be
There you go.
upgraded.
How else I can do for you?
Of course not.
Anything else I can make for you? Is there how else you need? Righto, here you go. Thank you. Is there how else you need? Righto, here you go. All done then.
It'll do.
Good luck, Clive.
You see, Clive, we're not alone. If we are to win the day, we must all play our part. And ours. Ours lies beyond those doors.
Let's do
We
it.
fought long and hard for this moment. Sid's dream, our dream, is within our grasp.
We need only endure this final trial, and we shall. Together.
You all know what it is that awaits us beyond this gate. And we shall face it together.
Aye.
Oh, an Akashic Behemoth. Lovely. Dion, you mind,
It seems our hosts would rather we remain. I will stay them.
We will stay them. Go!
Just don't keep us waiting.
Thank you.
Oh, hi! Fucking hell, he's ugly.
Welcome, sons of fire.
Can they see him this time? I think they can.
No! No!
Torgal getting teleported through that makes me think of the bit about a dog in an elevator. They don't understand how it works. They just think, oh, it's time to get into the world changer again.
Joshua! Joshua! Wake up!
Clive, is that you? This isn't stone here.
Say.
Welcome our darkness. A rift between worlds wherein your kind might reflect.
Show yourself!
Grave and many are the sins of man. And we would have you know them. All of them. As fate has seen fit to deliver you home, consider this our welcoming gift.
It would seem we are trapped.
And the only way out is through Ultima.
This is the end of the
We
game.
find him, and we leave.
I was just doing something really dumb just now. I was thinking, okay, I'm gonna want my headphones when I go out. Where are they? I wonder. This does feel pretty Final Dungeon-y.
If you are to comprehend the full extent of your transgressions, we must go back to the beginning. When the world was still young, we visited upon it a miracle.
Okay.
Magic.
Need to pay attention.
And in its light did all life flourish. Yet the price for this boon would prove heavy. A pall descended upon the land, painting the horizon black as night. Though we labored to forestall its spread, in this one endeavor we stood powerless. And so we fled, that we might endure, that we might discover a means of salvation.
But if it was magic that caused the blight, What of the mother crystals?
Right.
I expect he'll
All
tell
the
us soon enough.
exposition now.
Salvation, alas, was not readily to be had. First, we would require a land unvisited by the stain of corruption. An unprecedented journey lay before us, one beyond the limits of our fleshly bodies, and so we cast them off. Thus, stripped to our very spirit, did we find our new paradise. A land as pure as driven snow, Valisthea. There would the true work begin, for the black crept yet behind us. And soon did we arrive at a solution, the illness having spread to every organ. There was but one escape from this fate, to start afresh.
With a new world. The one for which Barnabas labored. A paradise free from the blight where his God awaits. And where, if we only forfeit our wills and abandon everything we hold dear, humanity can join him. So, Ultima would have us follow in the footsteps of the king.
And follow we shall. For now.
To forge a new world would require not only power, but a constitution strong enough to wield it. Acquiring the first would be simple. Untouched by the blight, Valisthea was replete with ether, and we had only to place jewels in her crown to claim it. Acquiring the second, however, demanded creativity. And so I cast forth the seeds of humanity.
You created us.
Is that not what gods do? We sowed the seeds for you, Muthos, all that you might one day blossom. And our future thus secured, we thought to slumber, though that would prove a grave mistake. For it was as we slept that man committed his greatest sin. He awoke. Alone in a world bereft of his God's radiance, he stumbled blindly, desperate for guidance. Finding no light, he sought to kindle his own, and from that single errant impulse was his will born. Having discovered himself at last, man turned his eyes inward and found he desired evermore that which only magic might afford. So wars were waged and brothers slain for custody over that dwindling resource, and the land, she wept tears of black.
Guess that's the blight.
He would condemn us for this. Surely he cannot be so blind to his own hypocrisy.
Not blind, just unwilling to admit the truth. Though we're one and the same.
What have we here? Boss fight?
Is that?
Ifrit, or what's left of him.
Long have our ashes lain cold for want of a spark. Cast your eyes upon them and see what you must become. Valisthea cannot endure a second claim upon her being. The avarice of man drives her ever closer to destruction. But she may yet be saved by you. It is what you were born to do, why we nursed you and fed you, as your own mother should have. And now that you are fully grown, our Muthos, it is time at last for you to serve your purpose.
To right your wrongs. If our sin is wanting to survive, then you are as marked by it as we are. The fault is yours. Our wills were born because you abandoned us. And now, you would have us forfeit them. All for a place in your new paradise.
Do you imagine yourselves worthy of one? Mankind has no place in our world. Is this truly so difficult to comprehend? We only ever require you, Muthos, when the time comes to bid this wretched realm farewell. None shall follow, none shall remain.
What do you mean, none?
This is our world. Once the land's rebirth is complete, humanity will have served its purpose.
light that on my face. Barnabas believes. Ultima and place in this light, but from humanity.
Why would we continue to suffer that which has caused us so much vexation?
Because the land doesn't belong to you. It belongs to us all! What?
That is where you are mistaken. You own nothing but your precious will.
Brother.
Time to fuse. Yeah, Jean! Ah!
I can't do this alone.
And you don't have to.
I grow weary of your dissent. Now you must learn that this master will not tolerate disobedience.
My friends. My family. We have all suffered, all fought to survive. This world may be flawed. It may be broken. But it's all we have. And if we can't share it, I see only one other choice. You have to go.
You may have created us, Ultima. But it's time we lived on our own terms. This isn't your world anymore. It's ours.
Bow down, offenders, hearts disdained.
Oh! Ow! Shit! Ah!
I needed that.
It's so hard to dodge.
This one.
Oh my god!
That's better.
Got it, finally.
Get him.
Nice try.
Sick.
Too early.
Guess we're ready.
Go for it. This one. Go for it.
Oh, dodging that is almost impossible.
Sick. Go for it.
sublimed through game standing. Only with heads hung low is penance paid. O wretched mortals, incapable even of contrition, in fitting season shall we reap our harvest.
Ow, that hurt a lot. No!
Nice try. That's better.
Over here!
Got it.
Now, Torgal! Get him!
Damn! Fucking hell.
Go, this way! Go,
Oh man, that's so difficult.
Get him!
Nice try. I needed that.
Get him! Over here! Get him!
Too slow.
Okay.
Gifted this
Face.
chance, and still you would raise your hand against the Lord.
What now? The darkness bends.
to his will.
He means to end us.
Of
Wouldn't be
course.
the first time. But let's make it his last.
Your fate is inexorable. Surrender the vessel unto the darkness. Surrender it unto
Oh, fuck!
Kneel before us.
Over here! This
Oh, shit. Damn it.
This one.
Oh, fuck!
This one. Nice try. Over here! This one.
Oh, shit.
This one. Get him. Get him.
Prostrate yourselves.
Got him.
Kill. Get him.
Semi-primed and ready. Health bar depleted. Okay. Darkness. Okay. Ooh. Oh, that's good. I don't get a lot of actually good accessories.
At last, for countless generations, have we awaited this moment. Your struggles have made you strong, yet your soul remains heavy with sin.
And?
Absolution is nigh. Repent, and all shall be forgiven.
Tempting him with something that can't exist.
Tell me, Clive, how many lives have you saved since taking my name?
Fewer than we have ruined. Wherever we go, we leave a sea of tears in our wake.
These are the wages of your will, son.
What good are our choices when all they ever bring, all they will ever bring, is death?
There's no atoning, Clive. No matter how hard you try.
Ooh, this is a twisted game.
So
that Ultima's playing.
Leave it all behind.
Clive!
Excuse me.
Please, won't somebody save me? Won't anybody love me?
I've yearned, yet still she is not mine. Have I not given enough?
From will is born desire, and it is this which consumes you, rendering you incomplete.
Do you not see how the world bends and warps under the weight of your hungering hearts? What if it could all just go away? Just go away.
Clive! Reach him.
None of this is real. Wake up. It's time to go home, Clive.
Clive.
That's right. You're my brother.
Brother.
Come. Remember who you are.
Clive.
Once more, lest you forget.
My name is Clive. Clive Rossfield.
That's right.
Look. Ultima.
Time for the final kaiju battle?
In here, the light of the vessel's will cannot be quenched. And the Phoenix, his trespass should not have been possible. Not possible unless he has been with Muthos all along. The mark of the Phoenix, emblazoned upon his heart, made manifest by the power of will alone. The power of creation. Can it be? Are their wills truly so potent?
Are you still talking?
Here we go.
Our flames burn as one!
Hellfire.
This is no mere evolution,
Yeah.
it is deviation. And herefrom does Logos rise.
Logos? What? Excuse you, sir? What is Logos? We done it? Did it. It's the last mother crystal.
Damn it, Clive. Wake up.
That.
Sorry to wake you, but I think it may be time to leave. This place.
And once again does my creation stray from the path laid before it. Steeped in conceit, you fancy yourself a god. You embrace Logos.
Interdimensional rift? beyond space and time, turned both a rift between darkness by the creator, Ultima. Were forcibly summoned here by the deity that the rift is what Gilgamesh.
But we will put an end to this hubris.
Yeah, clearly not.
What are you talking about?
In the halls of origin does our true power quicken. And there shall you be made complete. Soon, Mythos, soon you will discover how little you know of suffering.
So the fact that the interdimensional rift has been acknowledged could be opening the door for Gilgamesh.
And so the crystals are no more. Yet in their silence, a new song rings.
Thanks for
Its
giving me the
chorus
details for the
building.
shoe clinic.
A crescendo as it enters its final movement, stirring those long aslumber to waking. And back to their origin.
What the shit? Okay, that was weird.
Bloody crystal's cracked. So where the hell are they? Oh, fuck me.
Is that ether?
What in good Grieger's name is going on?
This is wrong.
Hey guys!
Way back.
Clive! Joshua!
Jill!
Is everyone all right?
We're fine. What happened?
Too much to explain here.
Mate! We're leaving! Now! Everyone, fall back to the ship!
Okay, so not the end of the game yet.
I will be with you anon. Thank you.
Getting into the final stretch, yeah. Yeah, now that gigantic new crystal is on the map.
I need to tell everyone what happened at Drake's Spine. And I'm going to need Otto's help.
There's something about it.
Twin sides hundreds of leagues.
We'll go have a look at that. I'm wearing.
Yep.
Not really.
So would it be?
I must confess.
Should last you a good while.
One more dark steel and 2 more orichalcum. Oh, I'm missing clutch mine to make that.
That it? Fine.
I don't mind reading, it's just so much. I've read some of them. I'm gonna start Spider-Man 2 for PS2. Well, the going was slow and not without the occasional run-in with straggling orc. I saw Edda back safe to the Shadow Coast where Mid was waiting kindly with the end of the voyage home. I like to think the poor lass opened up a little, telling her about her life she wanted a baby. I suppose it's up to us now to make certain the little one gets it. One crystal left needs cracking, but one man who can do it. Lost there will be found. It's hard to believe Theo is gone. Every morning I wake, expecting him to be there in the stables, watering the birds or readying the packs. Yet he is not. There's everything I can do not to fall on my knees and weep. Still, I know I have to move on, but that doesn't mean... I have to forget. My brother and I will build all that we have here together. So long as I still have the caravans, he will be ever with me. And I shall honor him in death by carrying on what he strove for in life. That is what I choose. Yeah. The pen is mightier. Oh, okay. Shows how little I've been doing. Helping get the dungeon in order. Had you not rode gallantly to our rescue, I reckon poor Owain and them what would still be stuck stealing Blightwater over a bonnet. There's always room for improvement though, so don't get your knickers in a knot. Should I come knocking at your chamber door looking for more spheres and ash and wine? Courage to fight. What happened in Eastpool with the Bearers and the Guardians has been a long time coming, and I'm proud that it could finally happen here in Rosaria. The Duchy of old may be no more, but Archduke Elwin's dream still burns in the hearts of many, and it is through victories such as these that the fire will spread. It's only the beginning, Clive, but a fine beginning it is. Yes, thank you for helping me guide my mentor free from his mortal coil. Contrary to what the madding crowd believes, we physicers are not without our... Don't hope to cure every ill, mend every wound, save every life. Medicine that will keep you home safe without fail is prevention. stop any of you from chasing down some behemoth for its toenails. I cannot begin to thank you for all you have done for Lostwing, so in lieu of any awkward immersements, they'll be sending several barrels of next season. Hope they finally turn you off that foamy swill you and yours so covet. Lord Marquis, in your absence I shall watch over my new charges, affording them every protection I am able. I only ask that you do the same for his grace. I regret both you and the lump had to get all tangled up in the wicked weave of my sordid past, but thanks to your meddling, I was finally able to put to rest matters that were left too long to fester. With that finally done, I can sit back and enjoy this new world of yours you're so keen on creating. Don't need a pair of eyes to see the good you've done. Ooh-wee. Name? Give my insistence on writing you these silly letters, would that we had more time to speak in them. But for every day we spend together, it feels as though we must suffer another 2 apart. Glad to hear of your most unexpected reunion with Ambrosia. Could I say Whiteheart? Told me once how your chocobo sacrificed herself to protect you that night at Phoenix Gate. Yes, so many years later, I find she has spent her life doing that exact same thing, defending others. Some things never change, did they, Clive? Lad from the yard ran up a basket of Martel's just this morning. Sweet as honey and crisp as the morning breeze they were. Told myself I was only going to have one. But I reckon if no one else listens to old Otto, I don't have to either. I feel like Nigel and his lot no, they've done a fine job. Was a time you'd catch none but Sid supping on these. Their foul bite, but for him, it's never about the flavour, but about what they represented. Our ability to make it on our own. Look at us now. Sid would be proud. Right, first I give my welcome back at the Lazarus. Certainly you can understand that you were the last person of any of us were expecting to see at our gates. Short time since our reunion, you have shown yourself to be the selfsame man I followed in Stillwind those many years ago, true bearer of your father's legacy. Only so Tyler, the Lord Commander, and all the others who lost that night were still with us. How bright your flame now burns. You and your cause I hereby pledge the swords of the Guardians, and proud to stand alongside you once again. The Dalmex and the Imperials are at a standoff. They snarl at each other. Things bad like slum cars. Neither wants to make the first move. It's as if they both realize what a stinking pile of chocobo shit they stepped in. If I were a man to lay wager, I'd put my copper on this conflict not playing out anytime soon. Good pride. Apologize for what happened at Rosalith. I fear what might have been had not you. I fear what might have been had. My God. I fear what might have been had not you, Gav, and Torgal fought so fiercely. Again, you were there when I needed you most, and I shall forever be grateful. Seeing the city I'd once come to know as my home reduced to flame and rubble has left me with much sadness in my heart. Time for looking back is beyond us. We must focus on the here and now. Our memories will be waiting for us when this is all through. And Sid the Second, forgive me for putting you and your dear uncle to the test. Confident that a man of your position can understand the importance of earning one's trust. Times like these. For what it is worth, you now have earned mine, and I can assure you will not easily be relinquished. This be start of a fruitful friendship. Have you know, I ain't never shed a tear in front of no one, not even my mother. You won't soon catch me doing the like again, so if it please your lordship, we can both forget about the whole damn thing. Sid, I chose to follow all them years ago is gone. There ain't no dragging him back the depths of whatever hell he's talked his way into. His legacy, that lives on. You and everyone else here at the Hideaway, sure as the sky is blue. At least I think it's still blue, and as long as it is, I'll be right here with you. Count on. Whoops. trust you and your party gained the Dominion without further event. Should your travels ever bring you back to the markets and in need of additional assistance, find the Crimson Caravans more than happy to oblige. Rates. Reports from our brothers or sisters of Guild are the same. These skies not only cast not only a pall over the land, but over the hearts of our people. Hearts already heavy from the fall of the Dominion and the destruction of storms. Now the realm endures, but each new flood do her remaining children descend further into madness. The situation is as ever dire. Fresh wings shall find you on the moon's turning. Until then, our watch continues. Word out of Twinside is that there's little left of the capital after the Mad Prince's royal tantrum. What of you and yours? Manage before the city went tits up? Yes, you did, but still this might be good to set El's mind at ease. Well, if you have the chance, thanks for ridding us of the thralls, but we are neither of us so naive to have seen the end of their like. Good Philippe has taken to seeing that we are prepared should the ghouls come once again calling. But I oft worry the rank of captain has begun to weigh heavily upon his shoulders. As I imagine the same might be said of you and your burdens. But remember, should the weight ever become too much, stand alone. Hearts and arms remain ever open. Dale's doors. Nearly done. There's the rest. The Guardians are getting along with the axes fine enough, working to shore up the rest walls when not cleaning out what few threats remain down in the reeds. Though chances are we'd still be neck deep in Akashic had you not given that horde your firm but gentle nudge. Now you've a realm to save and all, but if you're ever in need of a quick reviver, come see us and we'll tap you a cask. You have an uncanny talent of showing up when where you're most needed. What? Without your steel? I fear the rest would be in the hands of the Akashic, us but more of their nameless numbers. However, with the horde now both thinned and fractured, we Guardians can focus our efforts on putting down the smaller packs without the worry of being overwhelmed. Martha's blood axes can return to defend the core. As for young Oscar, you will forgive my sudden request for taking him under your wing. He's a good man, attentive, polite, hard-working. See, he has already learned everything he can from me. He would do well to continue his squiring under a more worthy chief. The realm has none more worthy than you. Guardhead and League have put aside their differences for the time being, allowing us to sip our snake spit in relative leisure. That I would hazard we have your better half to thank. Put on quite a performance. As for yours, well, from one aspiring thespian to another, might I suggest working on your delivery and your projection? Those stiff limbs of yours, countenance, and, well, everything else. We wouldn't want to do the name Underhill a disservice, would we? Alright, that's everything I have for now. Oh, I need to trim my beard so bad. Oh, I forgot to speak to what's his name?
Allow me to educate you. Study it well, Clive. Thus ends today's lesson.
I speak to Borsman. Hippocrates, his name so regularly escapes me. All that we know.
Knowledge hoarded is knowledge lost. I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before. You wish to study the tomes?
Okay, Logos. Where Ultima uses mythos to describe the vessel he has long awaited, one into which he can pour his soul and cast his spell, Logos indicates its blasphemed form, a vessel over which the will of another has complete claim of itself a false god.
Did you learn everything you needed?
Off to Otto.
Still alive, I see. Something tells me that eyesore on the horizon is your doing. How'd you manage that?
It's a long story. One that I'd rather only tell once.
Right. All hands on deck, then.
Is this everyone? As I'm sure you've all guessed, the crystal which now commands the eastern skies was summoned by Ultima. He called it Origin. Though the significance of that name is as yet unclear.
What does it matter what it's called? Its emergence tore Twinside asunder and wiped my homeland from the map.
Mention of the Dominion spires can be found in the oldest of Valisthian records. But to the best of my knowledge, none provide any hint as to their true nature, that they would prove the horns of some slumbering demon. Well,
the Dominion's demise was at least quick. Elsewhere, the Republican army cannot hope to contain the chaos engulfing Randalar. Canva is in flames, and the Empire.
Our allies are crying out for answers. I've sent the curse breakers to give them what assurances we can, but right now that amounts to fuck all.
They wouldn't be able to stop what the skies have started in any case. People here and across the realm grow sicker with every passing day.
Could it be that this new Mother Crystal is like the others? That it draws upon the land's ether?
I was thinking just
Certainly
that.
looked that way from stone here.
If that were true, it would explain the hastening spread of the Blight since the crystal's appearance. Would it not?
And as the land's ether slowly rises to the surface, it pools, corrupting all who cannot channel its energies. Archay above, ether floods below, and in the middle, here we languish, hopelessly entrapped.
It's all right. When we faced him at Stone here, Ultima told us his true power quickens in the halls of Origin. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to continue. If we are to stop him, we will have to find a way into the crystal.
How are we going to manage that then? It's up in the sky. And fast as she is, the Enterprise can't fly.
Not yet.
It's a lot to take in, and I reckon we'd all benefit from some time to clear our heads. The answer will come to us. Don't you worry. Ain't that right, Clive?
Right. That's right.
Well, go on then. Bugger off. Same goes for you, Clive. You won't solve anything like this. Trust me. Go and get some fresh air, eh?
Thank you. Joshua seemed upset.
Who can blame him?
Ultima may have created us, but he doesn't make us who we are. Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us? A withered, godless place, where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well, that may be. But a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it. It won't be easy. It may take generations. Centuries of suffering. And that is if everyone plays their part. But it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
But first, we have to reach that crystal.
Then it's a good thing I have wings.
You can barely stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies. You certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix. I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember?
All right. I yield. But only what you must, yes? I'm still your sworn shield.
That you are.
And what of my wings?
Comet.
Lest you forget, you go to stand against a god. I
Your
would
help
not
would
have
be
you
welcome.
succumb to fatigue before the fight begins.
Okay.
Ifrit, your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
It is. But their icons no longer submitted to their will.
Then mine will have to be stronger. That you both might save your strength for the battle to come.
You don't have to do this.
If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
And what have I but regret? My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima. He has much to answer for.
We are in your debt, Dion.
We can speak of debts when this is over.
speaks like a man who knows he's not coming back. And has come to terms with that.
That doesn't mean that we have to, does it, Clive?
Time to talk to Jill. I only hope she understands.
Using that.
Come to wish on a star.
That might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill. You know what I have to do. Why I have to do it. There's no turning back now. This is where our journey was leading us. Where it will end, for better or worse.
I could pray to Metia for you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive?
Oh, this moon describes to me all of messages. Heartfelt desires.
You always are.
I did promise we'd watch the moon together.
I'll be waiting.
It's almost time. Better make sure I haven't forgotten anything.
Oh boy, a lot of quests have opened up. The mood. You haven't noticed your poor hound spends all of his time on the rear deck whimpering like Gav in his cups. Ain't right, and my gut tells me it's not to do with a supply of antelope bone.
What is it this time, Torgal?
It's time. Reluctant as I am to add to your burdens, I would ask your aid in a personal matter, albeit one that may be beneficial to your cause. XD, so injurious to modern thought. Your possession is deemed a crime. It was a chance encounter with one such tome, from a distance. Sparked within me the scholastic curiosity which burns to this very day. Wish to enlist your aid in reclaiming that text. Require further incentive? Know that I am willing to offer compensation. Services.
Something tells me this is no mere adventure story.
Big reference, bro.
Still alive, are you?
Boots.
That great lump.
That's all I've ever pleasure to meet. Well, not be the brightest crystal, right? But he's got a good heart and I'd rather have an honest for me than a clever scoundrel. Never shirks his duties, never answers back, never dips his fingers in the coffers.
No.
Won't hear a bad word said about him. Might say a few minutes. The lad's even got Blackthorn teaching him the secrets of smithing. One good eye on the forge. That blowhard of a blacksmith should even think about doing boots down, having work. Eyes, are you?
Ta-ra then.
Now, you better come back, or I'll fly up there and drag you home by your ear.
Thank you, Karen.
Don't die, alright? A change in leadership's bad for business. Aye, you're off to kill a god, so what? You've done everything else you've put your mind to, haven't you?
You could do this too.
If you're gonna buy something, be quick
Stock.
about it. You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Right, Byron.
Clive, my boy! Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved, but such are the times we live in, huh?
I would have done the same for anyone else.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
From what little I saw, you were right to be worried.
I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control. Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound to lose their way. We must move quickly.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many. But in my estimation, there are two key areas to be addressed before any other. The realm's armies and her larders. As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman for themselves out there. Certain cities have banded together to try and maintain some semblance of order, yes? But such cases are few and far between. And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. A unity that transcends even the borders laid down by our ancestors. In short, if Storm does not stand together, she will fall apart.
But how would one even begin to unite the realm?
The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain it.
Okay.
Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion. Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
I thought he was retired.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive more capable. Literally. And as luck would have it, I've already spoken with him on the matter.
Of course you have.
And he's agreed to help. On one condition. That he first speaks with you personally. Havel has always been a man of frustratingly rigid principle, and he has certain qualms about clasping arms with, well, with an outlaw. I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course, but the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise you in person. You don't mind, do you, my boy?
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
That's the spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Of course. Rutherford is already in the Dalmekian capital. I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith.
Excellent. Thank you, Uncle.
No. Thank you, Clive.
Every single quest. Might be able to get a couple done today, but we won't be able to do them all.
Clive.
I will.
Joshua, what's wrong? And don't say nothing.
It's not nothing. I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will, or something akin to it.
His will? How and where?
In the crypt.
Playing again?
Neath Rosalith Castle. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the Duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father.
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but
Would you join me?
Of course.
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
Very well. I am ready to
Do
leave when you are.
all of the quests in case of overlapping destinations.
Sid, do you have a moment?
By all means.
It's my old master. Seems there's no escaping her. She found some way to send me a letter. And something else. Records from a Waluda prison. Seems they were keeping a lot of bearers there.
How did she come by such a thing?
Finding bearers always was her strong point. And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. Foreign captives, the masterless. Bearers no one would miss. And even better for her, bearers with no one to look after them. When ether started lapping at the walls, the jailers fled.
Leaving the bearers to be liberated by whoever happened to come along next.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned your trust by now. And while I'm well aware that you've forbidden Cursebreakers from traveling to Waloed, I can't let those bearers die in their cells. I'd rather risk shipwreck on the Shadow Coast than leave them to starve.
Right.
We'll be needing the Enterprise if we're going to navigate the Narrow.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception, but we travel together. And we stay no longer than we have to. Ash is an inhospitable place at the best of times. We save as many as we can, and we leave.
Thank you, Sid. There was a name in the prison register. A name from my past. Chadwick. Another of my former master's protégés. A gifted soldier, and the closest thing I had to family. The thought of him held captive in that place.
He must be very important to you.
He was. Is.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of Ravenwit Walls, just beyond the portcullis. We should head there as quickly as we can. I only pray there are still bearers alive to save.
As do I, Doris.
Sid, I was wondering if you could help me.
It depends what with.
A bearer, but recently freed from his bonds, is keen to join the Cursebreakers. As you know, the work we do is not easy, which is why we test every volunteer's suitability. I was hoping you could oversee this one's evaluation.
I don't mind, but why this one?
Because he wants to be a scout. Our ranks are filled with men and women capable of breaking chains and putting slavers to the sword. But scouting, we're few with the nose for that, which is why we still rely so heavily on Gav. And since he accompanies you on so many of your missions, I thought you might be better placed to recognize the traits in him that we should look for in those who'd fill his boots.
Sounds reasonable.
So you're happy to oversee the boys' test, then?
Yep. Do it.
One can never have too many scouts.
Truer words, Sid. I'll let the initiate know that you'll be attending his trial, and that he is to proceed directly to Northreach in readiness.
No time like the present, eh?
No time like the present. I'll await you there.
Northreach. I don't suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer. Vivian, I read your note, and I'd be happy to help you find the book you're looking for.
Thank you, Clive. But tracking it down will not be easy. Are you sure?
Please. You have always granted me your wisdom and insight whenever I asked. It's only right that I return the favor. Or at least attempt to.
You are too kind. Alas, what I ask of you is rather more trying than delivering the odd lecture. I spoke with Harpocrates to see if he had any inkling as to where another copy might be found, but... But perhaps it is best that you hear the details from him.
If you say so.
Forgive me, Clive, for asking this of you. But this book, it set me on the path to becoming who I am today.
Its importance cannot be overstated.
More quests to accept. So many quests. Have you ever even been up there?
What do you think happened to Miss...
Sid! You have to help us!
With what? You didn't take apart another of Mid's contraptions, did you?
No. Well, yes. But that's not what we want to talk to you about.
It's Miss Mididol. She's been acting strange. Very strange. She's barely ever around.
When she is, she acts like we aren't even there. Her head's in a crowd.
In the clouds.
That's what I said. In the clouds.
Well, she does have a lot on her mind. When did you last see her?
Not long ago. Right after she got back from saving you from Stoneir.
Then it's probably just about the Enterprise. It did take quite a battering on the way there and back.
You didn't break it, did you, Sid? You really should be more careful around Miss Mididol's inventions. Don't listen to her. Even if you did break the Enterprise, you could put it back together, couldn't you?
But who's gonna put Miss Mididol back together? She seems really sad.
Why don't I go and see if I can cheer her up?
You do that? For us? She's in her dungeon.
Don't scare him. It's not a real dungeon.
Thanks for the warning.
Alright.
I will not let them be forgotten. Sid, may I have a moment?
Of course.
It is an honor to finally speak with you. My name is Herman. I've been with the Cursebreakers for some time now, and I wish to be deployed to Ash. Any assignment will do.
No. The lands across the Narrow are too dangerous. I will not send good men and women to risk their lives needlessly. Why would you want to go back?
I need to retrieve something. Something important. I was raised in an orphanage. The Badbach Conservatory. Or rather, I was held captive there. It was not a place of nurture. It existed solely to turn bearer children into mindless weapons. We were tortured until we feared no pain. Tormented until our hearts turned to stone. And few ever survived long enough to become tools of the last king.
I can't imagine.
I lost so many. I can't even remember all their names. But they must be remembered. They cannot fade away, faceless and forgotten. The Institute was run with military precision. Every child measured, every name recorded, every death logged with meticulous care. Sid, allow me to travel to Ash and recover the registry so that my brothers and sisters
I get the feeling
might
I'm going to
live on.
You were a good friend, Herman. But the fact remains that Ash is simply too dangerous.
Sid, please. Even should it cost me my life.
Too dangerous for you, Herman. But not for me. I'll go to Badbach and find the registry.
You will?
I won't let you risk your life.
I don't know how to thank you.
He's a good leader.
Start by telling me where I'll find this orphanage.
Vida Grace. Hidden in a forest, overlooking the plains.
All right. I'll see what I can find there.
I think I actually have seen
May
it.
the mothers guide you.
Possibly.
Do you suppose it's magic keeping the thing afloat?
So, there's a new mother.
Right, mid.
Has Midadol mentioned a new
Mid, if you have a...
That's it! I knew it! The answer was right here under my arse all along! If this doesn't steer to the skies, nothing will!
To the skies?
Oh, she's
You aren't
legit.
trying to give the Enterprise wings, are you?
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. They're worried about you. Is this really so important that you need to shut yourself away from everyone?
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm, and that's with the sea beneath her. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she weren't bound to anything at all? It's not fair. The gods get the skies all to themselves, so I'm gonna do something about it. The Fallen had their chance, but they relied too much on magic. And see where that got them? But not me. I've discovered how to do it without. Well, almost. First, I need to make a prototype.
And is that a one-woman job?
Of course not.
Are you volunteering? I'll have you know the Enterprise is my baby. But if a godfather's offering to lend a hand, I'd be happy to take it. First, I'll need oil, and not just some old drippings from Miss Molly's spits in the Tub and Crown. Refined stuff, like they make in Ordil. Then I'll need some bone, or shell. Light, strong, preferably no longer attached to the beast it belongs to.
If it's beast bones you're after, I'm sure the curse breakers will know where you might find some.
No, they'll know where you might find some. You're the one who offered to help, remember?
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off.
Okay.
Till, see if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
There's a lot to do. Alright, Torgal, what's got you upset?
Pining for something, boy. What is it? What do you see out there? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want my iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he were looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long. Let's get that thing off you.
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you? You want me to go with you somewhere?
Quick, aren't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated. You've been a good friend to him.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you. Go on now.
Where to then, Torgal?
what you will. Lady Karen has seen our...
Intrigue of this story has been handled well. They drip feed it to you just right rate.
Ah, Clive, my boy. What a pleasure it is to see you.
Harpocrates. There's something I need to ask you. I've been charged with locating a book called From a Distance.
Then you seek a rare gem indeed. One whose name I had not thought to hear from your lips. You've been talking to Vivian.
Right as always. But she didn't seem keen to tell me very much. I take it she didn't like what you had to say.
And yet I gather it did naught to dissuade her. Clive, if the young professor has tasked you with obtaining a copy, I fear she asks the impossible. The executors would not allow it.
The executors?
Coveters of Secrets, a clandestine organization committed to the collection and intenebration of forbidden texts and technologies. One such text being the tome Vivian seeks, chronicling as it does the true history of the enslavement of bearers, a tale which could overturn the established order were it ever to become widely known. Or, so rumor has it. I've never actually read the thing, or even set eyes on it for that matter.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
Why, secrecy is the executor's watchword. They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be seized, be it books, inventions, or people, before disappearing again, leaving nary a trace.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
By the hand of the executors, yes.
But what drives them? Self-interest or ideology?
Fine question. Sadly, all that is known of the executors can be recounted in a single breath. You may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers, or the identities of their leaders. Any answer I give would be pure speculation.
Then my hunt was doomed from the first. What was Vivian expecting? That I'd pluck it from thin air?
Not from thin air, no. From ash. Rumors of the executors are rife among the scholars of Storm, but rather less so across the strait. I have a friend. Well, I had a friend in the village of Garnick, a collector of rare tomes, upon which subject we would oft correspond. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell dark. And no doubt he too has turned. But though he did not mention it by name, it is possible that a surviving copy of From a Distance yet rests upon one of his many shelves, quietly awaiting discovery. If you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library, I know his soul would rest easier.
Very well. When I next find myself in Waloed, I'll be sure to pay Garnick a visit.
Okay. Nearly everything that can be done here.
All right, Toggle. Where are you taking me? I'm going to need a little bit more than that, boy. Do you have a better hint for me? Unless you've already given me one. Back on the rear deck, you were looking west, toward Rosaria.
Well, Rosaria has another quest.
Why don't we try the rookery? I haven't been to the island in almost 20 years. To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
Alright. One more objective that's still here.
Twinside's hundreds of leagues away.
All right,
Actually,
Sid.
more.
Come to buy us around, have you?
Only if you earn it. Mid needs a piece of light but durable bone for her next project. You've encountered your share of beasts on your travels across the realm. Any ideas?
Most bones are the same. Whack 'em hard enough and they'll break. If it's durability you're looking for, shell will serve you better. You know what an adamantus is?
I do. And I know to give them a wide berth. Will any old adamantus do?
Well, with shells, the older the harder. There's a rumour of an ancient adamantus down in Carava, near Old Bidza. Or what's left of the village anyway. But don't expect to make quick work of the bastard. There's a reason it's lived as long as it has.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Good.
Fancy a look at the list, do you?
Yes.
Anything catch your eye? Think you can help?
And there are so many.
Clive! Anything catch your eye?
Nazaire might at least have mentioned where in Northreach he'd be testing this recruit.
They're sentries from the market.
Oh, wait. What?
I would speak with this Duke.
Saw the captain just now.
Your town needs you.
Do you have a moment, Clive?
How long will
is it?
these quests are going to take?
It's the Duke,
So many.
unsurprisingly. His Eminence has assumed full control of the garrison and put every able-bodied man to work on the fortifications. The town was left all but unguarded, so Philippe was compelled to form a citizens' watch to fill the void. And though my dear boys have been characteristically willing to assist him in this, they want for bodies. So I was wondering if you would lend them your strength, that the people of Northreach might sleep easier, if only for a few nights.
Of course. Whatever you need.
Thank you, Clive. What would I do without you? Philippe told me he had men stationed at...
Where can I find the mistress of this establishment?
Here, my lady. To whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
My name is Sabine, and it is my displeasure to be the daughter of the Duke of Oriflamme, who I understand is causing you and your town no small amount of trouble. I wish to speak to you about what might be done.
Very well. Let us speak. I trust you'll forgive me, Clive.
Absolutely. Our conversation can wait.
Please, proceed.
As you know, my father is a most overbearing and supercilious man, and I join you in objecting to his every action. Indeed, I owe you my thanks for continuing to argue against his reckless plans. Yet I fear he is not one to be swayed by reason. No. he must be made to face the consequences of his actions.
And who would make him do this?
I would. Myself and several other like-minded individuals. Were you to join us, we would surely have the strength to drive him from Northreach for good.
Does that not seem a trifle drastic?
Drastic action is precisely what is called for. Unless you are content to see your people downtrodden and dispossessed. My father would have it that citizens exist only to serve the Empire. That they should be forced to make every sacrifice to ensure her revival. But he is wrong. It is not the people who must serve the Empire, but the Empire who must serve her people. He's always been like this. Scornful of the opinions of anyone he judged beneath him. But he cannot be allowed to ride roughshod over the common folk any longer. We must fight him. By all possible means.
Fight him? No. My purpose is to quell the tension in Northreach, not to stoke it. Respectfully, my lady. Our only chance of saving this town depends upon every one of us uniting against our common enemy. Your father and his followers included. While I understand your frustrations, I cling to the hope that he may yet be won round.
False hope, I assure you. But I see that your mind is made up. I shall bother you no longer. If you will extend me the same courtesy, I bid you good day.
She certainly has spirit.
Indeed. But unfortunately for us, that spirit is only likely to harden the Duke's resolve, which may be enough to seal the fate of this town. Not that she cares. This is all about her and her father.
Families.
I'm sorry, where were we? Ah, yes. I was about to tell you of Philippe's plans for the town watch, but perhaps it's better that you heard them from him. I believe he's in the market, if you'd be so kind as to seek him out.
Right away.
It's just a pity I cannot join you. I'd like to see the two of you in action together.
Lives.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Anything catch your eye?
Right.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearers?
Right.
Here to help me pack? Thanks, but I'll be traveling light. I'm almost finished already, in fact.
You're really going to go through with this, then?
I am. But before I go, there is one small issue I'd like your assistance with. Well, two, in fact.
If it's within my power to help you, I will.
It's the children. I refuse to let them share in my disgrace. And if I leave them here, they surely will. Our friendship would see them ostracized forever. But I can't take them with me either. I can think of only one place where they are certain to be safe, and provided for, and loved. The Hideaway.
Right, sure.
Of course. The children would be more than welcome.
Thank you, Clive. I will not forget this.
Lubor, are you still here?
What is it, Ferda? You look pale.
There's been a flood in the Velcroy, a damn big one. The League of Outlaws encampment was completely submerged in ether.
Oh, yeah?
What?
Good day.
Every last one of the bastards has turned. And they're headed this way.
I've got to hit
Bandits are one thing, but Akashic bandits are quite another. The town guard won't stand a chance against them. We need to evacuate. There's no time to lose. Further, gather the men. The Akashic may strike at any moment. We must make ready to cover the townspeople's escape. Well, what are you waiting for?
Yes, my lord.
Oh, yeah.
Clive, change of plan. The children stay with me for now. I need you to find Conrad and Natalie. Tell them to prepare for a full and immediate evacuation.
Understood.
I'll do what I can to convince everyone else. Wish me luck.
You have to listen to me. They're coming. You need to.
Why do they always have to make such a fuss?
Ah, it's you.
What do you want, Lord Underhill?
To pass on an important message. There's been an ether flood out in the Velcroy. The camp where the so-called League of Outlaws were gathering has been swallowed. They're no longer just bandits. They're Akashic now, and they could be here at any moment. You need to begin preparing for a full-scale evacuation right away.
Oh, do we? And who was it who gave you this disturbing news, might I ask?
Lubor, perhaps? The man spreading the same poison out in the square as we speak. You may believe his lies, my lord, but we know better.
But why would he lie about something like this?
Some twisted attempt at revenge, perhaps. If he had not been unmasked, he may well have been elected our leader. A great honor for one of his kind. One he might well feel aggrieved at having been denied.
Lord Underhill, forgive me, but it has become all too evident where your sympathies lie. Lubor cannot be trusted, and neither, therefore, can you.
Oh, good.
You may not trust me, but for the sake of your people, ask yourselves if there is any chance that this is true.
There isn't. You can be certain of that. Now be off with you.
You're making a mistake.
Come, Clive. If our words will not move them, then we must find another way to help save the town.
You're right.
Go and have all the quests.
Welcome, welcome. Come again.
Right.
Your Grace, my lord, I trust your journey was not overly onerous.
Cyril, you found a letter from Father?
Yes, I have it here. If you would do us the honor, my lord.
I know that I ask much of you in this coming war. You seem no other way to succeed. Should we succeed in subduing the savages and winning back Drake's breath, instead of the blight still looms. Only with all Rosaria striving as one might we at last overcome it. They have plans to see us through, but such are the they likely fall to you. I know that you have the strength, the courage, and the will to do so. This shall be an arduous inheritance, and so I offer you another that of the love and faith that
An inheritance.
It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive shortly before his passing.
The day before we left for Phoenix Gate.
What are these plans he spoke of?
His plans for the duchy, Your Grace. Your father entrusted them to my predecessor, the former bearer of the Burning Quill, who entrusted them in turn to me. The complete emancipation of bearers is their stated aim. But your father's dream did not end there. His Grace also spoke of building hospices to care for those stricken by the curse, and the founding of a new university to further the development of non-magical technologies. With the blight spreading ever more widely across the twins, Archduke Elwyn saw this as the only means of securing Rosaria's survival.
He wished to see men and bearers treated as equals. To see centuries of common wisdom overturned. Small wonder he did not think it achievable within his lifetime.
But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Had he not, he would never have written this message. Nor would he have entrusted his vision to his most faithful aides, those who would have stood with you, shielded you from the machinations of the less benevolent personages at court.
It's a pity only they are still with us.
'Tis true that those most loyal to your father were the first to suffer the Duchess's wrath. But one at least remains, and she has come bearing gifts.
What do you mean?
Mayhap it is better that she explain, my lord. After all, the duties entrusted to me by my predecessor extended only to recovering His Grace's will and arranging a meeting with the one who might execute it, or a part of it at least.
And where is this woman?
She awaits you in the archive, Your Grace.
Thank you, Cyril. Shall we then?
Lord Marquis, if you have a moment.
What is it, Cyril?
One of our brethren lately journeyed across the strait in order to pursue a new avenue of inquiry in our ongoing investigation. He sent an owl some while ago, but we have heard naught from him since.
Was he surveying another fallen ruin?
No. The object of his study was a savior cult that has arisen in Ash in recent years. We believe it may have some connection to the Circle of Malleus, an ancient religion that worshipped Ultima as its god. By gaining an understanding of this new faith, we hoped to learn more of the Circle's original beliefs.
And so you sent one of your brothers to Ash? A continent teeming with orcs and Akashic?
Fully cognizant of the risks, yes. I entrusted the mission to one of the most able of our order, the Third Chair, a master of the arts of combat and survival both. Though he has been silent for some days now, I have thus far refrained from sending any others in search of him, lest they be lost in turn. Yet, it seemed only right to inform you of the situation, given your unique experience of the perils of Ash. For as you so earnestly advised me, it would not do to abandon a man to his fate, when he might yet be saved.
West.
It would not. But Ash is a big place. Can you be any more specific?
Perhaps. The last owl I received from him mentioned a village where he had heard the cult were wont to assemble. Mickleburg was its name. It lies in the southern reaches of Waloed. If aught ill befell him, I expect it did so there.
Right. I'll see what I can do.
You are much too kind, my lord. Go then, with my hopes. And may the Firebird's flame ever burn in your heart.
So much. Alright. I think we're gonna have to call it there because otherwise we're gonna spend all day. I have stuff to do. Thank you everybody very much for joining me. If you've enjoyed the stream and you feel that I've earned it, please do click that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything and you get a notification whenever I go live. If you really enjoyed the stream and you want to give me a little extra support, consider make sure that you're giving me a follow over on Kick, as that is where I am focusing my efforts. I still need to make a bot that does the thing. I can't click in that, but anyways, I'll be back tomorrow. Playing a new game. Not new, but you'll see. Anyways, till then, fly home, my birdies. Stay shiny. Bye-bye.